Right now at 6, the La Crosse Police Department is mourning the sudden loss of a canine. And a La Crosse area teen faces felony charges after an alleged violent beating.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. A La Crosse teen arrested in connection to a violent beating of a man was in court today. 17-year-old Javon Long is charged with first-degree recklessly endangering safety and aggravated battery, both with a dangerous weapon and both as party to a crime. And these charges are felonies. According to the criminal complaint, first responders found a man on Gold Street bleeding from a head injury. A police officer took the stand today to testify what she saw in video recordings of the incident. She says Long punched the victim multiple times while another man used the victim's bicycle as a weapon. Long is out on a $5,000 signature bond. La Crosse Police, Fire Department, and Dive and Rescue have pulled an unoccupied vehicle from the river near Houska Park. Police say the vehicle had been stolen earlier this week after a suspect allegedly broke into a home and stole the resident's car keys. The suspect is also accused of stealing gaming consoles and the resident's cat. The suspect has been charged with burglary and criminal damage to property, along with other charges. The La Crosse Police Department says one of its canine dogs has died unexpectedly. During a veterinary visit, Thor's handler learned that the canine Thor had a mass on his spleen. And even though surgery was a success, his recovery was not. And Thor passed on July 4th with his handler by his side. Thor had over 500 deployments during his career. There will be a memorial for the canine in the coming weeks. Thor was 7 years old. 3 men have been arrested as part of a La Crosse drug trafficking investigation. 46-year-old Lewis Ray, 33-year-old Timothy Cannon, and 23-year-old Dante Ray Jr. were accused with drug dealing with fentanyl and cocaine. Officials say they seized 43.2 grams of fentanyl, as well as 3 vehicles during the investigation. Several law enforcement officers were medically cleared at a local hospital after being directly exposed to fentanyl. The exposure happened within a contained area at the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Due to the dangers of the drug, the Sheriff's Office worked with the Department of Justice's Division of Criminal Investigations, the DEA, and the 54th Civil Support Unit to decontaminate the area to eliminate the risk of exposure. Black River Falls Fire and EMS also helped with the cleanup. 3 Toma men have been arrested in connection to a burglary in Hillsboro. 30-year-old Blaze Rouse, 39-year-old Joseph Trumbull, and 33-year-old Dustin Sprague were all arrested for burglary. They are accused of breaking into a house that was temporarily vacant while undergoing renovations. The men allegedly stole property worth $11,000. Most of the property has been recovered, but the investigation is ongoing. Rouse and Sprague were held on $5,000 cash bonds. Trumbull was released on a $3,000 signature bond. Wisconsin Republican leadership is criticizing Governor Evers for his use of partial vetoes on both income tax cuts and public education. Now here is a look at Wisconsin's income tax brackets. Evers reduced the size of the GOP proposed income tax cut by reducing those tax cuts for the top 2 state income tax brackets. The nonpartisan Legislative Fiscal Bureau says that move will naturally reduce the average tax cut that all filers will see. It also says under the cut Evers signed, filers earning between $30,000 and $40,000 will see the largest percentage reduction. Now, Republicans said Evers' decision does not bring middle-class relief. Evers and other Democrats argued the Republican proposal was going to give tax relief to more wealthy earners.
I don't think anybody that can think straightly would think somebody that's making $300,000 to $400,000 is a middle-class Wisconsinite.
Assembly Speaker Robin Vos also criticized Evers' veto to guarantee funding increases for public education over the next 400 years. He says the governor is raising property taxes and lied to Republicans in negotiations. Evers has disputed that claim in an interview with our Madison affiliate. Now, Vos says Republicans might sue the governor over the use of that veto, but the Council for the Nonpartisan Legislative Bureau says Evers' veto is lawful under the state constitution. All right, a little bit of cloud cover on this Friday. Let's bring in meteorologist Bill Grahl live from Denver for a look at our weekend forecast. Hey, Bill.
Hi, Ken. Yeah, we had a little bit of sunshine to start today, but as advertised, that cloud cover was on the increase, and that kept temperatures about 10 degrees or so cooler than average. Check out the highs. Low to mid 70s were common. 76 the official high now out at the La Crosse Airport, 75 in Eau Claire and Black River Falls, 70 in Decorah. Kind of a neat time lapse to share with you. Early this morning, that fog rolling in off the river at about 4:30 this morning. It was pretty thick for a couple of hours, and then it quickly mixed out by about 8 o'clock. That's when we saw that blue sky and sunshine for a brief time. But clouds rolled in, and now it is mainly cloudy, and we do have some activity on radar. Just some light rain showers over southeastern Minnesota, northeastern Iowa, down into Crawford and Richland counties. Not all of this reaching the ground. In fact, the best chances will be kind of along and south of Interstate 90 as this rain tries to overcome some very dry air that's in place. Current temperatures in the lower 70s, although some rain-cooled 60s off to our south and west. Again, that chance for some light rain showers or sprinkles in spots tonight. Greatest chances about the southern half of the Butte area. Otherwise, lows in the 50s, including 58 in La Crosse. Hey, do you have some weekend outdoor plans? I'll have that forecast in just a few minutes.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, Bill. The gunman convicted in a racist attack on Hispanic shoppers at a Texas Walmart in 2019 will never again see outside of prison. A U.S. district judge sentenced 24-year-old Patrick Crusius to 90 consecutive life sentences today for killing 23 people at a Walmart in the border town of El Paso. Now, he pleaded guilty to federal hate crime charges earlier this year after federal prosecutors took the death penalty off the table.
Even if we think that guilt is very clear, it saves them the time and resources of a trial. And it still allows the victims' families their moment in court because of the sentencing proceeding.
There's another case against Crusius set to proceed in Texas state court. Prosecutors have said they intend to seek the death penalty there. The U.S. is providing more military aid to Ukraine, but this shipment will include a controversial type of weapon. CBS News correspondent Willie James Inman reports from Washington.
These are cluster munitions, which detonate dozens of submunitions called bomblets. The Biden administration announced it will supply thousands of them to Ukraine.
With this announcement, we will be able to provide Ukraine with hundreds of thousands of additional artillery ammunition immediately.
The cluster munitions are controversial because unexploded bomblets could harm civilians during and after a war. More than 120 countries banned the weapon, but U.S. officials say the munitions sent to Ukraine will have a lower dud rate, which means fewer unexploded bombs that could hurt civilians.
The DPICM ammunition we are delivering to Ukraine will consist only of those with a dud rate less than 2.35%. Compare that to Russia, which has been using cluster munitions across Ukraine with dud rates of between 30 and 40%.
The new military aid package totals $800 million. In addition to ammunition, it also includes armored vehicles.
We base our security assistance decision on Ukraine's needs on the ground. And Ukraine needs artillery to sustain its offensive and defensive operations.
Ukraine has repeatedly asked for cluster munitions as the country's troops struggle to make substantial headway against Russian forces. U.S. officials say Russia already uses them in civilian areas. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
Officials say the U.S. could eventually run low on regular munitions, so this decision will ensure there's no gap in providing weapons. The UN has asked both Russia and Ukraine to avoid using cluster bombs. Still ahead, Habitat for Humanity wants to think bigger with a new project. And later, the June U.S. jobs numbers are in. Many economists think the U.S. is on track for a soft landing. We'll explain in just a bit.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. We're having a sale that only happens once every 100 years. Wesco's 100th birthday sale. Take 30% off all furniture. That's right, 30% off Wesco's everyday low price. Recliners, tables, mattresses, sofas, and desks. 30% off it all. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Talden Payton sent you. Join us July 29th for a family fun day. See store for details.
Are you ready for an offer that is not too good to be true? Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning can replace your old furnace with an electric heat pump and save you money every month. Your old heating and air conditioning system is costing you hundreds of dollars every month, consuming way too much gas and electricity to operate. Carrier heat pumps use less fossil fuel, reduce energy costs, are more efficient, and environmentally friendly. They come with great rebates and incentives. Call Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning and toss that old system today.
This is Run from the Sun. We partner with the Melanoma Research Foundation to support the advancement of treatment, education, and awareness of melanoma. Come for the run and come for the fun.
Register online now and Run from the Sun on August 12th.
To win multiple NASCAR championships, you gotta have the best support, including my arch support specialist at the Good Feet store.
How's that back and knee pain doing?
It's all gone. Yeah, my balance is better.
See how we can help you too with a free fitting.
At the Good Feet store.
A nonprofit is looking to revitalize community needs and launching a new program to do it. News 8 Now's Michael Germain joins us live in studio with the details. Michael.
Ken, over the last 30 years, Habitat for Humanity has been known for building and providing affordable homes. The nonprofit was founded in 2002, which has built and provided over 70 houses. This year, they plan on building 11. The new plan will approach home construction through a broader lens, which will focus on entire blocks, neighborhoods, and communities. Renew the Block will allow workers to focus on a bigger scale compared to building one home at a time. Officials say they've learned how to provide within their community and neighborhoods.
Over the past several years, we've learned that our community needs so much more from us, and so we've developed additional programs around repairing homes, salvaging and deconstructing homes, focusing on neighborhood revitalization that sort of fill some essential gaps in our community right now.
The first Renew location will be at the block of Avon Street between Sill and Clinton Street. The project will include the Northside Community Pool and Logan Middle School. The goal of the project is to turn the portion of the Logan Northside neighborhood into an enjoyable community. Ken?
All right, Michael, thanks very much. We will have a link with more info on our website. A federal judge has grounded what would have been a merger of major airlines, but the ruling isn't stopping one of the airlines from pursuing a different purchase.
And I'm meteorologist Bill Grahl, tracking a few showers on the radar. I'll let you know if any of them will impact your neck of the woods with my 8-day forecast coming up next.
Ashley Stars and Stripes sale is happening now. Pay 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase. Don't miss instant savings on select items up to $1,000 off. And all veterans and active military will receive 10% off their purchase. Only at Ashley.
Trust the lawn and garden experts at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We have the supplies you need to keep your yard going strong all summer long at unbeatable prices. Like 36-pound bags of estate lawn or garden fertilizer, $29.99. Rewards members get 40-pound bags of Blaine's brand wild bird food for just $16.99. And 2 cubic foot bags of Miracle Grow potting mix, $14.99. Plus, we offer Blaine's Best Price Promise, the guaranteed lowest price or we'll match it.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are veterans struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WIS-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Which hotel? Somebody say which hotel? I'm great at this. Dance your faves in the spa-like bathroom. Or enjoy local craft beers with breathtaking views at the Cambria. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
Ashley Stars and Stripes sale is happening now. Pay 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase. Don't miss instant savings on select items up to $1,000 off. And all veterans and active military will receive 10% off their purchase. Only at Ashley.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
JetBlue and American Airlines will no longer work together after a federal judge blocked their partnership in May. On Wednesday, the airline said it won't appeal that ruling and instead will focus on trying to buy Spirit Airlines. The judge's decision is a win for the Justice Department, which sued to block the deal because they say it violates U.S. antitrust law. The department also wants to stop the airline from buying Spirit for $3.8 billion. The DOJ argues that the sale would hurt competition. Now, that trial will start in October. American, for its part, said it will appeal the judge's decision. The U.S. labor market grew at a slower than expected pace in June, giving economists optimism that the Federal Reserve could stick a soft landing on lowering inflation without sending the economy into a recession. Karen Kaifa has the numbers and the details from Washington.
The U.S. jobs market starting summer with a cool down.
Not too hot, not too cold. I think it's exactly what the Federal Reserve would be looking for.
The Labor Department said Friday that U.S. employers added 209,000 jobs in June, a drop from May's hot pace of 306,000, and missing economists' expectations, but giving hope that the U.S. will dodge a recession amid the Federal Reserve's efforts to stem inflation.
The data, the Bureau of Labor Statistics data, I think are consistent with where the Fed wants to see the economy going.
The June numbers mark 30 consecutive months of job growth for the U.S. economy. The unemployment rate ticked down to 3.6%, the Biden administration touting another streak.
We've had 17 straight months of an unemployment rate that is under 4%. We haven't seen that since the 1960s.
Many economists think the U.S. is on track for a soft landing, with higher interest rates curbing inflation but not tipping the U.S. economy into a recession.
It definitely is starting to look more likely. Inflation is coming down quite meaningfully, and wage growth has been moderating steadily, and that suggests that inflation could keep coming down in the coming months.
After a pause on its aggressive rate hiking campaign in June, the Federal Reserve will make its next decision on interest rates on July 26th. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
President Biden says his administration will be cracking down on junk fees in health insurance plans and working to lower health care costs for Americans. They're taking aim at short-term health insurance plans in particular, saying health insurance companies are selling junk plans that are up to 3 years long. He also called insurance companies, quote, a scam for refusing to pay for the health care of people suffering from life-threatening conditions such as cancer or a heart attack. All right, a little bit of cloud cover as we transition into the evening tonight. Let's get your weekend forecast courtesy of meteorologist Bill Grahl. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Ken. Happy Friday, and happy Friday to all of you as well. We'll start with that allergy report first of all. Low symptoms both today and tomorrow for grass and weed pollen. High symptoms expected both days for mold spores. A cloudy sky. We talked about this last night, that clouds would be on the increase through the day. It's exactly what happened as a little disturbance is moving in from the south and west, and then a cool front approaching from the northwest. So a little cooler than average today. 76, that's 10 degrees short of average. 53 the low, that is 12 degrees below the average low of 65. 104 and 46 are the records, and no rainfall for today, at least as of yet, out at the La Crosse Airport. Cloudy sky right now, 71 degrees both at the airport and at the station. The Mississippi falling a bit, 5.10 feet. Also 71 in Eau Claire with a mostly cloudy sky, and your wind is calm. Now some rain-cooled air down across Iowa, 60s there. In fact, some 60s over parts of southeastern Minnesota. It's only 63 in Preston, 67 in Decorah, also 67 in Viroqua. The rest rest of us in the low to mid 70s still. Dew points in the 50s, and that's an indication of some fairly dry air still in play, and that's why these rain showers are kind of having some trouble moving eastward into Wisconsin. But some of them could survive, especially kind of near and south of Interstate 90. That's where the best chance for some isolated showers or sprinkles over the next couple of hours exists. Otherwise, a cold front up to our north and west. That's going to be in play tomorrow afternoon, maybe finding just enough moisture to squeeze out an isolated shower or some sprinkles in spots tomorrow afternoon, but it's a small chance. So Sky Tracker showing those isolated showers or sprinkles in spots this evening and into part of tonight. Otherwise, some partial clearing as we head towards sunset tomorrow, or sunrise tomorrow. Sunny in the morning, and then there's that boundary with some spots of green across the region. That's that small rain chance tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening, really less than 20%. So I think many spots will stay dry tomorrow, and then Sunday's looking dry with a sunny to partly cloudy sky. So overall, not a bad weekend shaping up for outdoor plants. Highs tomorrow, either side of 80 degrees, right around 81 in La Crosse and Onalaska. Lower 80s will be coming down to the south. And again, if you don't manage lower 80s, you'll see highs in the upper 70s. In fact, most spots will see highs between about 77 and 82 degrees across the viewing area. So for tonight, mostly cloudy. That chance for some light showers or sprinkles. Best chance southern half of the viewing area. Lows in La Crosse around 58. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds. Small chance for an afternoon shower or sprinkles, 81 for the high. Dry Sunday, 84. Warmer Monday, 89. Slight chance of storms late in the day or Monday night, and then a slight chance of storms on Tuesday, 84. A little bit better chance for some storms on Wednesday, 79. Next Thursday's looking dry, 82, and a slight rain chance next Friday. Highs also around 82 degrees. So when you look at this 8-day forecast, pretty typical July forecast with those kind of periodic showers and thunderstorms from time to time.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Bill. Coming up next in sports, see who is taking home our News 8 Now Play of the Week, and Onalaska Legion Baseball starting up their annual summer tournament. Cade's got highlights from the opening game right after this.
Now hiring carpenters. $2,000 sign-on bonus. Good pay and benefits. No weekends. Apply online or in person at the Board Store Home Improvements. Work with the best.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they helped us actually connect?
What would I give?
Introducing US Mode. Set your phone for human connection at US Cellular.
Save 11% on everything, now at Menards. Get the comfort and support you'd expect from a new mattress with Serta. Find the perfect mattress that fits your size and firmness needs. A Serta mattress in a box is compact and easy to transport, making it perfect for students heading back to school. Just unpack and unroll for an easy and convenient setup. Right now, Serta Gel Memory Foam mattresses are starting at $259.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Nicolay, baby. I'll testify my commitment to the truth. Companies tremble while I'm spitting in the booth. I'm a lawyer rapper, peep the fit. Reppin' Nicolay law, cause we're the...
Daddy, what are you doing?
I'm making a rap video.
Good job, good job. All right.
Boom!
Time is running out on the area's biggest and best furniture sale. The huge 4th of July sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's everything you've asked for. Store-wide sale prices, 48-month special financing, and we'll even pay for your gas, just for shopping. At Drury's, you'll save on the area's finest selection of quality brands like Stressless, Flex Steel, and Smith Brothers, all at incredible savings. It's the 4th of July sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. But you'll have to hurry. It all ends Monday.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines with unlimited data for just $90 total. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones.
US Cellular, built for us.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
We are in the thick of the Legion baseball season. All of our area ball players have been locked in on the diamond for a couple of months now. That makes for some of the best action you can ask for. Last weekend, we had the Viroqua Summer Tournament. Now it's Onalaska's turn as Legion Post 336 is hosting a 5-team round robin. That includes the Onalaska 17U team who had the chance to start off the tournament against West Salem. We go to Rick Stewart Memorial Field. Onalaska 17's in the red. West Salem Post 51 repping the black pinstripes. West Salem already up 2-0, but Anna would bounce back. 2 men on for Trent Oyen. He gets one through to right field. That scores one. Next batter, Daniel Vanderloop, and he smokes a line shot into center field. That gets to the fence. Another run scores, and we're all tied up. But West Salem would answer. Chris Calico leading off the 3rd inning, and he's going to crush this one over the head of the defense. That gets to the wall, and then after a bad throw, Calico ends up on 3rd with nobody out. Very next batter, Joseph Daly is going to poke one down into left field. Calico walks on in, and West Salem Post 51 starts the tournament off with an 8-5 win. All right, switching gears to the Brewers. Milwaukee, they just wrapped up a 4-game stretch against the Chicago Cubs, which ended in a 2-2 split. But now the season heats up a bit. The next 6 games on Milwaukee's schedule are against the Cincinnati Reds. 3 games before the All-Star break and then 3 games after the All-Star break. Entering tonight, the Reds have a 2-game lead over the Brewers in the division. But after July 16th, the Brewers could be anywhere from a 4-game lead and in first place or in 8 games back if the Reds catch fire. Speaking of catching fire, the Brewers have had a huge month out of Christian Yelich. If you remember 2018 and 2019, you know that Yelich has the talent to be one of the best in the game, but for the past 3 years, he's regressed bad. But he's back to putting up big numbers and delivering in big moments. Now, he may have not made the All-Star game, but the Brewers' success certainly starts with Yelich. Yelich and the crew will start their last series before the All-Star game tonight against the Reds. First pitch set for 7:10 p.m. with Corbin Burns on the mound for Milwaukee.
Your play of the week brought to you by Gunderson Health System, helping you love how healthy feels.
All right, and we've got our play of the week for this. We take you to Copeland Park Lacrosse Post 52, taking on Bangor. Look at Wesley Barnhart, takes away an extra base hit. Now, the video doesn't do the play justice. Barnhart goes full extension for a ball over his head. If he misses it, it's an easy double, maybe even triple. And for that, he has earned our play of the week. That'll do it for sports. We'll be right back.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Full mouth reconstruction is really addressing every tooth in the patient's arch. So the patient may come in with some missing teeth, and that full mouth reconstruction might mean replacing a few teeth with implants and maybe crowns or veneers on the other teeth. I have a full mouth reconstruction. All my teeth have crowns on top of them. So at a very young age, I did a lot of grinding and lost a fair amount of tooth structure. I think everybody that's sitting in front of me that's asking for help deserves to have that help. You deserve to have the smile that you want.
That's going to do it for us tonight at 6. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at 10.